In a world where digital metrics were the only recognized currency of success, worth was measured in the millions. Ava lived at the peak of this ecosystem. As a premier influencer, she was a master of the noise, crafting viral moments that dominated screens globally. Her persona was a curated masterpiece of spontaneity and glamour, a digital mirage that millions mistook for a life well lived. But beneath the high-definition glow, Ava was fading. The constant broadcasting of her life felt like shouting into an abyss that only shouted back for more. She was a household name, yet she felt entirely unknown. The shift happened during a routine scroll. She encountered a quote that felt like a physical weight. Stop measuring your reach and start measuring your depth. The world doesn't need more echoes, it needs more anchors. Trade the noise of 1,000 witnesses for the heat of a single shared flame. It was a revelation. Ava realized she was the ultimate echo, loud, far-reaching, but hollow. She was a witness to her own life rather than a participant in it. Driven by a newfound hunger for substance, Ava did the unthinkable in her industry. She went dark. She stepped away from the relentless cycle of content to find what lay beneath the persona. She began small, anchoring herself in the physical world. She volunteered at a local animal shelter, trading ring lights for the honest, uncurated needs of creatures that didn't care about her follower count. This service provided the first spark of genuine purpose she had felt in years. When she finally returned to the digital space, it wasn't as an influencer, but as a storyteller. She launched a blog that stripped away the filters. She wrote about social justice, mental health struggles, and the environment with a raw vulnerability that terrified her. She stopped performing and started participating. The reaction was immediate and transformative. The noise, the shallow likes and goals comments, was replaced by depth. Her audience didn't just watch her anymore, they connected with her. Readers shared their own scars and triumphs, transforming her platform from a stage into a digital bonfire. She wasn't just reaching people, she was holding them. She had become an anchor. Years later, that blog evolved into a global movement. Ava was no longer a celebrity of the moment. She was a thought leader for a generation exhausted by performance. She advocated for the architecture of depth, teaching others how to dismantle their digital facades to find their own shared flames. The world began to tilt. Success started to be redefined not by how many people saw you, but by how many people you truly saw. Small, intimate communities, bonfires, began to outshine the massive, cold broadcasts of the past. People sought connection over clout and resonance over reach. Ava's journey proved that a single voice, when anchored in truth, can steady 1,000 drifting souls. She had traded 1,000,000 witnesses for a community that actually kept her warm. She was no longer a flicker in a crowded feed. She was the heat of a shared flame, reminding a digital world that our greatest reach is always found in our depth.